if you think of the profession of filmmaking, it's kind of like a team trying to make the playoffs, or a hockey team wanting to be in the Stanley Cup. There are levels that you're in, and you get the first level. All you're trying to do is, I want to see how they do it. I just want to learn. I don't want to mess it up too much. I want it to, you know, I want the things to squeak. I want it to be in focus. I want everything to work. I want to learn how to do that so I can be a professional, just a professional in the business. And then you graduate college or whatever, and you get a job at some station in you know, Manhasset or somewhere, and you stay there, and you're happy, and that's your work. Maybe you move to another job. The next level is like moving into where you're not just in the league, but you're a playoff contender, where you say, no, I don't want to just work at that little network. I want to move on. I want to do something distinctive for me. I was interested in making commercials or whatever it would be. I want to go to New York and I want to do this, or I want to go to LA and I want to do that. I want to move my career forward and be a little special. That's an exponential kind of change. It's very hard. There's absolutely nothing wrong with being a professional at a lower level. It's what people do. But you move to that next level. Then, all right, now you're in New York, or you're in LA, or you're in Paris, or you're in Hempstead, wherever you are, and you're making that difference. You are now a playoff contender. You say, wait a minute, I don't want to just be a playoff contender. I want to win the World Series. I want to win the Stanley Cup. How do I get into that league? Another huge jump that you have to say to yourself. My career, and the career of many other people that I know, has been like that. You get to a spot, and then you have to almost toss it away. It's not like it's a steady move up. It's like, it's like that. And it's very hard to make the next move. So that so many people will say, hey, I'm happy. I have a friend of mine who's a very good cameraman. And he shot one or two pretty well-known features, but he does commercials. And he said, no, I have a wife and kids, and I have a great house, and that's what I want to do. I don't want to throw it all away and wait for some big feature to come in. It may not come, or I may get messed up, or it's too big a league for me. I just want to, have a nice life and work in this wonderful business. And a lot of people are very content with that, and other people are not. Other people want to constantly push their career, and that's really what you're always confronting. I confront it now, and I've been doing this over 40 years, and I'm confronting it right now. I'd like to do more experimental films. I'd like to do more films that are more me and less commercial, and yet I have to make a living, so I have to do the commercial jobs. Wouldn't it be great if I didn't have to? Well, I can, and I don't, and I put a lot of my own money into my own films, as many experimental and avant-garde filmmakers do. But I have to balance that, because I also want a life too. So everybody has a different way of going. The best thing you can understand is that it's not that hard. It seems impossible to get that very first job or the second job. It's not. What's harder is the keeping to move, and that really takes a lot of will, and as much will as talent. Because let's assume you have the talent, but it takes a lot of will to just say, okay, I'm tossing it away. I'm going to climb the ladder, the next ladder up, and that's a big climb, and it gets harder as you go.